Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 33, day 4. So, today we're going to be going and messing around with the Sorcerer class that we end up getting, of course. It's got a little bit more XP towards this, one of the weaker hero classes in the game. However, a lot of people probably don't have it upgraded because it's so weak. So you'll be able to at least get some class XP for it. We unfortunately already have it maxed, so won't be able to get anything towards that. But of course, we'll still be working up Barbarian. Still trying to get every hero class in the game to level 100. And we are getting very, very, very close to doing so. So that's going to be one of our goals. We're not going to get all the way to 100 yet, but tomorrow we definitely will be by that point. And we'll go from there. But anyways, as far as raids, we should be almost pretty much done with raids. We have invasions starting up tomorrow. Which you can see off the little timer right there. It was 6 hours and 55 minutes. It's going to be a Dame and invasions for tomorrow. So we'll be able to go and mess with that. As far as raids, oh, we did actually finally get the last of it done. Wasn't sure if we had all the battles in or not. But apparently we have. So let's go get our orb. Anything good from it? The answer is yes. We've actually been getting really good on orb luck lately. It was off stream as well, but the 28th orb, because today's the 28th. And, of course, the 28th of every month on the calendar thing, you end up getting an orb. I got a blue orb off it earlier. I was claiming all my loot, so I didn't end up doing it for the stream thingy, because I just out of habit just clicked the claim all button thing. But, yeah, today I ended up getting a small blue from it. And we got 2 small blues earlier. I think we're up to, like, 3 or 4 small blues overall this week. Pretty good value. And then we get a major purple, so it's pretty nice. Pretty good on orbs so far. And major purple is about 675 gem value. As far as basically how many gem keys that converts over to. As far as adventure board, we do have yellow deeds. Unfortunately, it's not purple deeds. But one interesting thing is on the offers, I do have 25% off on the deed thingy, which I am slightly tempted to do just because of how ridiculously close we are on purple deeds. So if we go check right over here, we are pretty much right on top of it. If I check right here, we are at 27. We are so close that I believe without doing anything, we actually have enough to do it on Monday. Because I'll be getting what should be 2.5, which will end up being 3. Because I believe we're sitting on like 60-something current deeds. Or writs, I mean. And then we'll get our 1 guarantee. And then we'll get enough throughout the thingy to be able to raise that all the way to 2 whole deeds. So we should already be there. So I'm not sure if I really need to go get that pack for 150. If anything, it might allow us to do it this weekend, which would be barely any early. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm slightly tempted to. Because it actually brings us to 29 deeds. Unfortunately, 1 whole purple deed short. But yeah, we're so close. I know it's tempting. I'm not sure if I would go for it or not. We'll see as we contemplate on it. I think we just might wait until the Monday because it really doesn't seem like we're going to end up needing it there. Anyways, let's start with, this is, we're already here. Let's grab those Ds before we forget. Make sure we're set to armor just to get full bonus, and we already are. Perfect. Should be able to one-shot everything except the very final battle of the tier 3 with what we're going to be running. So hello, everyone. Hope all of you have been doing well. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Captain. Hello, Steve. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Gustavo. And hello, Chris Border. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Power Orb on PS4. Nice. Yeah, they can be hard to get your hands on. They can be very annoying, too. Definitely a nice accomplishment whenever getting one. And, of course, Zoogoth requires 8 of them. The more often than not, people just craft them out of smaller resources. It's because that's the easiest way to get them. Particularly majors and 2 powers. Last one for Zoogoth. Nice. Yeah, it can definitely take some time. I would say it takes about a year, year and a half, though it can take closer to 2 years to try to focus down the Zoogoth. It's because you can't like power farm orbs for the most part. There are some things that you can do to like increase their rate, but there isn't like a direct way to just constantly get flooded with them. Other than like Volkey grinding, I guess. But even then, it's somewhat luck based. What's the fourth card I'm using? It is Mirage Queen. The whole point of using Mirage Queen is to give 50% mana start to all elementals. It's from the portals in Sunken Fleet. So if you go to Sunken Fleet in Underworld, and you go to the portal there, and you go through a bunch of Chaos Shards, you would eventually get Mirage Queen. And ends up giving a 50% mana start to all elementals. This allows us to start with 6 mana on Rowan, which allows us to instantly cast in pretty much every situation. That's what makes this build possible. Or at least to this kind of quickness. Oh, you gotta just not trade. So yeah, it is required to have it traded. As it does need that final trait to function. As that's quite literally the only thing it does, is give that final trait. It's not needed for any other aspect. Oh, you reached 50k renown this week. Congrats. Very nice. That's another thing that kind of tends to go up pretty slowly. A nice accomplishment to get higher. Oh, so hello, Cookie. Welcome. Yeah, Mirage Queen's probably the hardest thing to fully get maxed in this team. As far as all the components of it. Right, there we go. Easy as that. Just need our double cast there and we're good to go. Okay, let's go clear out our dungeons and we'll go clear out classes. We'll probably hand out code and then get the last of our Barbarian XP that we need for now. Which will probably work up to 98 at least. So we can easily go to 100 tomorrow. And then work on another hero class after. Not sure what hero class I'll use during invasions itself. Tomorrow. There is some Daemon ones that we could use that still need leveling. Like for example the Abelist. So we might consider it. The new weapon that we're getting tomorrow is also boosted ratioed based on Daemons. So that'll be an interesting thing to end up synergizing. Given its overlap. With the fact that, you know, we'll be restricted to using Daemons. So obviously that'll be pretty decent in that regard. Its color it creates is pretty nice too, red purple. I forget what color it uses, but it creates red purple. Which are obviously very useful Daemon colors. Oh, so hello Darkest Gaming, welcome. So as you guys saw, we started streaming Bug Fables today. Pretty fun, challenging RPG. It's basically Paper Mario, back when it was still good. Is basically what that game is. It tried to be as close to that as possible and excelled at it very, very well. A lot more challenging too. We set it at like absolute max difficulty, which has been pretty fun. We've been taking no HP upgrades, and we've been going on double hard mode. There's like 2 different hard modes that you can set, and we set both of them on top of it. So it's been going pretty well. A lot of strategy to it. Anyways, where were we? We were doing that. We were doing that. Always a big fan of turn-based strategy like that. Let's go do Clash Trial. So we are restricted to Diabolist from Karkaroff is our restriction, as I mentioned on Monday video. What we're going to be running with is Thorns. A lot of Thorns, like a ridiculous amount of Thorns. This team right here. Where'd it go? Sorcerer class, not that one. This one is the one we're going to be using for today. As I mentioned earlier, it's Black Manacles with triple Thorns. You can do this with any hero class you want. And yeah, we'll probably just do whichever one we need to get leveled right now. Where's the thing? Put it in here, put that there, put that there. Paste team, and really does not matter what hero class we go for. Ideally one that does have purple bonus though. And is there anything that we haven't maxed yet that has purple? Oracle, no. Have we done all of them then? Dabless, I don't think was purple. I know Dabless actually is purple if we want to go down that route. Oh, we might, because I think it's the only purple one we have left. Because there's what, 6 left? Barbarian, Dervish, Dabless, which is Oracle, which definitely... Actually, you know what? Is Oracle? I think it's yellow. No, it is actually purple, oddly enough. No, sure. Why not? Let's go Oracle. Because I'm free XP on it. Counts as purple. Let's just roll with this then. We don't need to change anything else. And the whole premise of what we do here is get a bunch of green, rush up the walls, and pretty much just win automatically from there. Though we do not have the mana right now, unfortunately, so we'll just have to take whatever's. See if we can get the board moving some. And we need a little bit harder without enchant, but we do need to try getting to 16 mana before we can do anything. Or sorry, 15 mana, which we could do right now. And you just do that, and you just cycle through and you have infinite cast. Ends up working out decently well. But you need to get that initial 15 mana. 10 full mana on the first and then 5 on the other one. And you're good to go to auto win. But for these earlier battles, we could literally just single cast Black Mana, go and win. Possibly even for the second set if we have enough damage, which reminds me, I'm not using magic right now, I should be. Pure magic. Actually, let's use 20% with pure magic. There we go. Let's roll with that since we're not running any mana starts at all. Yeah, you can move hero down. It actually probably might be a little bit quicker once we get past this first set to move it down. For this very, very first set, it's actually quicker running hero in first though. But every subsequent set, it probably would actually be slightly quicker to, though slightly riskier, but slightly quicker to have it not in first. For the very late battles, you probably would want to move it back to first, probably even with a proper hero class, just because of the liability of it dying. And for these very, very first one, you'd just want the quick cast full AoE. But beyond that, we can actually change up its position if we so choose, depending on how we want to play it. Because right now, of course, it is blocking purple. Theoretically, you'd want to put all the way in third if we were to do that then. The fourth slot would also work similarly at that point. But you'd want to make sure you have double Thorn up front if you're going to put it in front. We'll take it that way, why not? Actually, though, taking it that way made it so we guaranteed didn't get surged, so we don't have full mana fail. It's not that big a deal, though. Just kill it that way. Hit Devour. Not like we need a Devour, but hey. For extra Devour for the kill. Okay, do we have enough AoE now? No. It's not gonna be enough. Okay, yeah, we'll move it then. We'll move it. So we can get a quick double cast. Oh, we already got everything we needed. Nice. Actually, let me grab that. Why not? Now we got everything we need to roll down. Oh, it is still one shot. Didn't look like it was. Okay, that one it definitely won't be. They have more durability. Looks like last slot will survive with 2. I'll take that for now just to get more board moving. That's all the mana we need to get it rolling. Not to mention it gains even more as the battle goes on. Now we can pretty much just ignore it. Ooh, a little bit of barrier there with the heal is actually a little bit annoying. We need to take a skull once we get untangled. Oh, or Devour will get really lucky. That works too. Thank you. Very nice. Yeah, you do get a little bit extra magic per Wall of Thorns cast, but they also gain higher HP per extra turn on that battle, which kind of cancels it out. But yeah, unlike all the other walls, I do actually forget about that sometimes. Wall of Tentacles not only gives you the 5 XP, but also the 2 magic to all other allies. It's not much, but it definitely adds up in a lot of situations. Especially with how often you tend to mass cast it in these kind of teams. As much as I want to take a skull here. You know what, actually I am going to go for it. Just to get rid of that barrier there to guarantee our kill. And then one more, we'll wipe it out. Was that overkill? Probably. I didn't want to constantly barriering. And the last one for the sets. Why do I call it Wall of Thorns? It's Wall of Tentacles. I have a habit of calling it Wall of Thorns. I do that a lot. Because it looks like thorns to me. But it's Wall of Tentacles. Hello, Liz! Welcome! And I believe we have... Oh, no. Never mind. We got 2 more sets. I thought that was a 3rd set already. Never mind. I'll grab the green for now. Start getting that rolling. Still need a little bit more mana before we can do anything, so let's move that over for now. Currently get double skull. That's perfectly fine. Grab that, and 1 more. We'll cycle it through. Just gotta do a little summon. Doesn't mean anything, though. Because it still dies with the full AoE, but everything else. Some Valraven in play. Got all the mana we need to roll over it. If we see a skull, we should probably take it just in case. Don't need it escaping on us. There we go. Good. So now we don't need to. And he's dead. But yeah, you would do this for the middle section, but you do want to be careful and actually switch out of this later on. Because it puts a high liability that one of your walls will end up dying. And your hero will actually have a better chance of surviving, especially with the right hero class. If you're using a tankier one. Not to mention Devour chance, but mostly just because the hero class change. There's the only slight issue with doing this team for the really later battles, like 7 and 8 if you're going that far, and then constantly repeating the 8th set, is high liability of the first Thorn actually dying. But hero would have a lot lower chance of actually dying out there. Well, it's not that big a deal to lose a point. If you're trying for some place on leaderboard, can make a difference. Let's see, we'll take that for now. Especially without any amount of resummon. Oh, we need a green. Luckily it's sitting right there, so we're good to go. And now we start throwing these things. Oh, I should actually probably take a skull. And we're going to have a problem now. He's going to gain full mana from doing that. Yep. That's problematic. I'm just going to have to let it happen. Luckily that was sitting there. So as long as he doesn't re-barrier, we should be in the clear. Which it looks like it's likely not going to. And it's dead. And hello, Karsten. Welcome. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. We'll definitely make sure to do so, of course. As soon as we finish out the raids, we'll hand out... Or sorry, not raids. The class event, we'll hand out a code. And then we'll go and mess around with Barbarian a bit to get some EXPs. I should take that yellow, actually. Whoops. Could have gotten that for free. Now we're 1 mana exactly short on our hero, too. Oh well. Got our mana loop going. Just need to wait for it to cycle back around. Let it do whatever with that. It's fine. It's not like he's going to gain anything to win off of. If anything, it's actually damaging itself with every extra turn on one of the troops there. It's kind of funny. And the last set, and there should be a Valraven somewhere in here that we need to make sure we don't lose. There it is. As long as we don't lose that, we're in the clear. And we got everything we need here. Fortunately, that wasn't full mana. We just cast one of these and be good to go. Though it does look like we're going to need double cast to actually kill it, but it should be fine. I don't foresee it really getting full mana in time. Plus, let's match already as well. And we get the Valraven in there pretty easily. Okay, and now it should just be a cakewalk. And even if we lose any amount of troops, it doesn't matter. because as far as non-leaderboard, it's kind of interesting. Even though this game mode has an independent like point system, it is the only game mode in the game that has like an independent point system, where that independent point system is not actually used to determine your base rewards. The base rewards of class events is completely determined by how far you've gone in these sets, not by how many successful points you've ended up getting. So unlike every other game mode that is pretty much set up by the points, this one is a bit weird in that it's not. It is for leaderboard, but it's not for getting all rewards. The only leaderboard in the game that's actually like that, or not leaderboard, but the ranked, or, you know, the rewards that you get along the way. Is that point? Not sure why it's the only one like that, but it is. Oh, not lucky 20% of hour. If we didn't get that, we would have had to have casted again. So saved a little bit of time in there. Dawnbringer with 3 health spawn. Yes, that would also work. It would one-shot up till at least the 2nd set. I'm not sure about the 3rd or 4th set. But yeah, you can go down that route if you prefer. This is not a good board. That's all. Oh, we're frozen. Oh well, we got everything we needed. Let's just make sure, hopefully, that the first slot doesn't get barrier. I don't really have anything we could do about it, and he's about to get it. 1 turn off. Hopefully we can find a random skull, be a bit easier. However, recasting isn't that bad. It looks like we're gonna have to. Still gets the job done though. There we go. Okay. And in the final 2 there. Another one with barrier. A lot of weird barrier ones today, apparently. Okay, what can we take here? Let's take that for now. Just trying to kind of move something to get it in place, like these. And now we have all the manas we need. It's gonna get in barrier. A little annoying. I just want to remove it now just so we can get them all even. Hopefully we can get a triple before it gets full mana, which we should be able to. Especially with that much green on the board. But that actually doesn't really help our hero though, does it? Actually need purple. Oh well, let's match. There we go. And one more. Final one. Then we're in the clear. Okay, so what do we need here? Let's grab the green right there. Need another green or purple surge. That's all the mana we need. Cast 1, cast 2, and that'll be match. And we'll let it have that purple. Actually, I could just grab that there with how it was set up. I already won, but oh well. Not that big a deal. It's already dead regardless. There's a turn later. And there we go. And that's as far as we can go, of course, for the free rewards. And in total, we end up getting 25 gems from it. Across the 4 little loots there. We also end up getting 60 XP towards the hero class, which of course we already have maxed. Those are the 2 main rewards you would do that for. Well, at least we still get the gems, which you could put towards other things. One of those things could be, right now if we wanted to, the offer. I'm pretty sure we would have enough by Monday, but you know what? Let's try getting it before Monday. Let's just go for it. It's only 150. Might be the last time we buy the Ritz. Let's get it 25% off, might as well. If it was like not 25% off, I probably wouldn't have there. But for 25% off on it right now, I don't know, I guess we'll go for it. Why not? But anyways, next order of business. Let's go and get some Barbarian XP. So let's do that through PvP, but make sure we set correctly to armor. I think we go farm for a little bit of XP here. We still keep our really weak battle there. And get this at least to level 98 there. And we're almost at 97 already. As soon as we get to 97, I guess we'll hand out code. Then we'll go to 98. And then tomorrow we'll easily have it maxed, as we mess around with invasions as well. And we'll be doing a morning stream, kind of messing around with that as well. We'll probably get all of our sigils done, as well as as well as maybe doing Barbarian XP. Actually, we might just wait till we'll do Barbarian XP towards the nightly stream. Kind of divide it that way, so we have some kind of milestone to go for in the nightly one. Since we don't have raids to do anymore now, since we already finished it out this week. Hello, Starlight. Also, hello, Umberto. Let's see. What teams did you use for the raid boss? For raid, we end up using a Zugoff mirror team, basically. We basically just ran it with a Zugoff rush into the Elderif thing. Alternatively, you can run Mang into Thorn walls and just build that into the Elderif. Of course, the Elderif being the raid troop thing. I specifically ran Mang. What was the full team? Mang, Elderif, Zugoff, and one other thing I had on it. Was it just a Thorn wall? I think it might have been a... No, it was a Dark Troll for mana. It was Mang, Dark Troll, Elderif, and Zugoff. That's what I ended up running. And the cheaper one was Mang, double Thorn Wall into... Or, I mean, a Wall of Tentacles. I keep calling it Thorn Wall. Double Wall of... Mang, double Wall of Tentacles into Elderif. Is the cheaper one. Is the beta live yet? I haven't checked recently. I know they recruited all the people for it. I didn't see it live yet. But it did say that they would post it at a different location, so I'm not sure. There's definitely no forum mention of it. I would need to go double check the Discord. I don't check the Discord as often, though. Not nearly as often. Oh, 5 point... wait, hold up. Let's see. Never mind. We do have 5.0 beta. I didn't notice that. Hold up. Hold up. Hold... Wait, why is it telling me... let's see. Why is it not? Why is it being weird? But yeah, never mind. There is a 5.0 beta. I haven't gotten to try it, but I will this weekend. Also, let me go backspace because I just got rid of the thingy thing. Open that in a new tab. Let's see. But yeah, it just went live very recently. That's weird. Why is it not picking up on my Discord even though I guess I'm not like directly logged into it right now. Let me just log into it real quick. Yeah, it came out in the last day. Like literally earlier today. Which is why I didn't notice. Distracted by Bug Fable. I'm just waiting until it loads. In the meantime, let me just take a couple battles here while we're waiting. Obviously, we won't be able to show it on stream. Any moment now. Okay, now that that's loaded, let me go ahead into there. There it goes. Join Gems of War beta. I'm in. I made it in. Cool. So is it already up? I don't think a thingy for it. Okay, it might not be up yet. But we are invited to it already. But I'm not sure if it's actually up yet. But the invites are out. So if you were invited, you would have already gotten the invite. At least through the forum. Because it looks like they did it through there. Yeah, we're in. I don't see a code thingy for it, though. But we'll worry about that later. Obviously, I can't even show it on stream regardless. Anyways. What was I looking for? Code section. Let me go hand out code while we're here. Which one have I not used up to? I'm pretty sure I used this one. I think it was the V2 or the 4M is what we're up to right now. I still want to double check them. So let me go get the code while we're already over here. There it is. Okay, we're up to the V2. Let's see. Put that there. Put that there. Refresh. Here you guys go. Here's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat, starting with V2. And gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. This is actually the longest time we've ever gone without a 0.0 update. The previous 0.0 update was 4.0 in August of 2 years ago. This is the longest duration the game has ever gone without a 0.0 update. Going for 1 year and 10 months without a 0.0 update. Which is the highest it's ever been. I was waiting at an accidental leak. We're not going to accidentally leak anything. Why Mang and not Earth's Fury? You can run Earth's Fury too. Earth's Fury not as good for raids though. But it is a safer bet. I did mention that as an alternative. Because if you find you're dying too much to Zugoff, you can run either Earth's Fury or Stealthy on Hero. Either or will work. As an alternative to not dying to the raid troop of Zugoff. Because if you use Earth's Fury, it'll distribute all the attack. And if you use Stealthy, it'll make it so it can't hit your Mang with high Mang damage. Either or works. Either strategy. It's gonna be too high. So we'll skip it. Did we ever gain that level? Should be right on top of it if we haven't already. No, we have not. Or yes, we have. Never mind. 97. Yes, we have. Happened so quickly to even notice. Yeah, coronavirus likely did push back their schedule a bit. Though they're pretty much on time for everything that they were planning for so far this year. Some things down the line further this year might be a little bit further back. But they said that the 5.0 patch would be out this summer. And it's going to be out this summer. Pretty early in the summer, too. Because it's likely to be late June. Which is relatively early in the summer cycle. We probably have enough damage to take that, but I'm not gonna risk it. Especially since War was one of the troops. War has one of the lowest durabilities in the game, surprisingly. Even though it's a mythic. Mostly due to his high base attack. A lot of troops are set up that way. If they have a really high base attack, they have really low durability. If they have a really low base attack, they'll have really high durability. It's one of the reasons why something like Dragon Egg has one of the highest durabilities in the game. Because it's tied at 0 attack. Or at least base 0 attack obviously has higher than 0. Due to all the attack bonuses in the game. That's base attack is 0. I believe Dwarven Gate has the absolute highest durability in the game. Its perk thingy. Which does make it actually the highest attack of any of the 0 attack troops. Which might be one of the other reasons why they gave it the higher durability. I mean the lower durability, I mean. So that was before that was even an aspect. At least it synergized pretty well with it. And that 6 attack definitely helps make up for the fact that it has such a low attack. Makes it seem slightly less low, though it's still really low. I think Egg has like 30 something damage, like 34 or something. Not sure what is Egg's damage. Yep, 34. Hey, I got it exact. I know my Egg. Yeah, 34 on the dot. Which isn't that bad for a 0 attack troop. Do you run any extra accounts? I used to in the past. I don't currently. We've ran multiple in the past. But no, I did them all manually. Yeah, we used to have the Switch account. Well, we still have the Switch account, technically. And I've created at least like 8 different Steam accounts, if not more. And we've played up to mid-game in quite a few of them. The furthest is our Switch account, which at the time that we stopped playing, we had almost half the mythics in the game. And we're around level 1,000 or so. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, click that. There we go. Oh no, the redeem codes do not work on Switch. They only work on PC mobile version. It doesn't work on any console version. Yeah, it's a policy on all the consoles that kind of prevents them from doing so. And they have tried getting it through in the past, but they weren't able to. It'll be interesting to see how the beta turns out this time. Now that's all in the forum, or all in Discord, rather than on the forum. Of course, most people probably didn't even know it was on the forum before, because it was all hidden. I'm not sure what you're asking, Alexandre. Oh, no. The way that I would do it is with different Steam accounts. If you're logged into a different Steam account, it has a different account register to it. It's normally quicker doing it that way than doing the in-game method. And safer that way as well. But no, I just use different Steam accounts for it. I used to use some kind of different code system. However, they end up changing it. There used to be a really easy way where you could change the files of the game in order to change it. But they updated the files so that doesn't work anymore, that method. So now we'll know if there's a vault key update. Haha. Yeah, I'm not sure what will be in next patch. We'll find out soon. I can't let you guys know until we have public info on it. Yeah, they don't really have a easy way integrated into the game itself to switch between counts. But that's mostly because a good majority of people only have one account. Even if they have multiple, it's generally on different platforms that they have multiple on. And since all the consoles don't have cross-platform. Is it dead content to switch on to play on Switch? Not really. Switch is actually the easiest one to play if you're a bit of a newer player, just because it has the least amount of progress, given that it's only been out for a little over a year, whereas every other platform has been out for 5 years plus. And while it is very behind on updates by almost a year, it's pretty decent for newer players, because they'll probably seem less far behind compared to other platforms. But yeah, I spent $70 on the Switch version. I don't currently really play it though. But we had a lot of fun of it when it launched. Still been considering transferring the VIP points from my other account over to my main account. I'm not sure if there even can do that, but I've been meaning to ask. Because at the rate that they're going, who knows, maybe we'll have some kind of VIP 7 benefit. They already creeped up to VIP 6 in the most recent patch. Which is concerning because we're currently at VIP 6. Which means if they creep any further, we won't have it. Oh, so we should be pretty close to that level by now. Let's go all the way to 100. No, I was kidding. No, we'll save that for tomorrow night. But we're almost there. I forget, does Barbarian even gain anything good at 100? I can't even remember. No. It gains literally nothing. You wouldn't use a single 1 to 3. Like many hero classes in the game. No difference there. Oh, we still need to upgrade it nonetheless, because it's not upgraded. Which means we need to get upgraded. Yeah, I never bothered using blue stacks. I've still been trying to find a consistent way to record phone. I haven't currently been playing any phone games, but I still want to, just in case we ever do get around to it. I tried doing the physical way, but for whatever reason, the adapter wouldn't pick up on it. Could just be my phone type or something. I tried putting it up to my TV and it wasn't working. As far as with a HDMI into an adapter, because obviously there's no HDMI port on a phone. Oh, what else we need there? We'll take that for now. Grab that, and it should be dead. And there's our level. 98. So close, yet so far. And then I believe we only have 5 more hero classes to go. We're getting there. I could have just taken those blues, whoops. Hey, that's Blue Doom already. Well, then again, we just had a Blue Doom event the other week. So that's usually not too surprising for a level 21.5. It was literally 2 weeks ago. Archie, no, it was last week. Wait, when was Blue Doom? I know it was really recently. Wait, wasn't it last week? Never mind. It was super recent then. But if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Make sure to go over it. Otherwise, it will probably wrap up soonish. And what platform were you playing Bug Fable? I was playing it on Nintendo Switch. However, it's on like literally everything. It released on 3 platforms today. It was already on PC on Steam for a while now, since November, which I didn't even realize. It went completely under my radar. But it's been out since November on Steam. However, it came out today on Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. It released on all 3 today. Though if you were to get it on 1 to 3, I would say Switch, because it's basically Paper Mario. Honestly, it's probably going to be better than Origami King. There's going to be so many videos comparing Bug Fable to Origami King and how much better Bug Fable is. Origami King will visually look better and might have a better storyline, but as far as the gameplay that people want, as far as like original Paper Mario, and as far as actual challenge, Bug Fable does that way better. Like, that game's actually insanely challenging when putting it on every single possible hard difficulty. Like, it's excessively challenging while still being doable. Why was I keen on playing Bug Fable? Because it's basically Paper Mario Thousand Year Door sequel. Indirectly. That's one of my favorite games of all time. And it hasn't gotten a proper sequel for 16 years. And still technically hasn't. Because obviously Bug Fable's not by Nintendo. But it's the closest any game has gotten to a sequel to Thousand Year Door. And the next Paper Mario of Origami King is not going to be in the next Thousand Year Door at all. It's going to be an improvement compared to the direction Paper Mario games have been going in. But it's not going to be Thousand Year Door kind of setup, unfortunately. It's basically a turn-based strategy game where you get 3 allies and you just have to use a bunch of abilities. Kill everything out. Has a lot of timing-based things. That's basically part platformer, part turn-based strategy, part timing rhythm thing, and part puzzle. The problem with Origami King and a lot of the more recent Paper Marios is they go heavily more into the puzzle route and platforming route rather than the actual like strategy and gameplay route. Their difficulty is also extremely easy relative to other options. Because that's one of the main concerns I have, which will make it so I probably don't even get Origami King on release. That game, it's possible that the difficulty curve is going to be so low that it could be completed within 1 session when it ends up coming out. It's one of the reasons I'm probably not going to get it on day 1. Probably wait at least a week before I do, if I even do. Though I will be getting, what is it called? That 151 Worldwide Classics game. There's a lot of games on there I haven't played for ages, like Checkers, Chess, Connect 4. And a bunch of games I've actually never played. But, be a fun little thing to mess around with. Also be pretty easy to set up if anyone else has as well. Just to do some online matches. I never did end up buying Steam's version of that. It has a lot of workshop support. I think it's only like 20 bucks, Steam's version. Nintendo's thing is going to be like 40 when that ends up coming out. That does come with 51 games. I haven't really been keeping up with this Steam thing. I forgot what's called on Steam. That's basically like a tabletop simulator. Where you can make like almost any tabletop game out of it. The only problem with that is there's so many that there might not be enough community for every single individual one. Though it probably has a big enough player base that that wouldn't matter too much. I just realized we're almost halfway to level 1,600. Or at least halfway in the sense that, you know, 1,550. I partially made an arbitrary goal by the end this year to gain max level again. Or, you know, get another 100 levels. I think we'll be able to do it. We're less than halfway through the... Actually, we're about half... Yeah, a little bit less than halfway through the year. And we're halfway there. Do I stream every day? Yes, I stream every single day. We stream Gems of War every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is an hour prior to now every single day. And we also stream some other games here and there. Tomorrow morning we'll be streaming Invasions for Gems of War. I might be doing... what's it called? I might be doing Chapter 3 for what's it called? Gosh, name, words. Bug Fable tomorrow. And we might do that in between the two streams. And then we'll be back at 8 for more Gems of War. But I'll probably squeeze Bug Fable in there. Only one chapter though, we did 2 chapters earlier. If I'm not mistaken, there's 7 chapters total for Bug Fables. And we're currently in Chapter 3. Though we haven't really started it yet. It is possible to be over level 2,000. It takes a lot of grinding. Like a lot of grinding. It is definitely possible. You just have to be playing for a lot. I can go in global on here. We could probably end up seeing someone pretty high. Let's see if we can find a 1,600 or 1,700. It's a little bit rare to find 2,000s though. Yeah, as you can see right there, there's a 1,795. And River Song's been around about as long as I have. There's a 1,528. Yeah, 2,000s do exist. It's just forever and a half to reach that high. So I'm curious, River Song, how far are you on Underworld stuff? That's interesting. I still don't understand this sometimes. 0 max factions. How about the 1,500? Some people just don't bother with it as much. There's someone who doesn't have as many max, but still a pretty decent amount of them. I do find it amazing that some endgame players like don't even really bother with factions either. Some people just don't like dealing with them. Or they don't want to waste the resources on them, because they can become pretty resource heavy. As far as how many gems you need to max them all. I think we did the math on it earlier. It takes almost like 90,000 gems to max every delve in the game. With the quicker potion method. Assuming 34 factions. Which obviously don't exist yet. What level do I consider endgame? I generally consider endgame slightly beyond 10-star Kingdom. Pretty much I would say endgame is you own almost everything in the game at that point. But it's definitely at minimum, like beyond 10-star Kingdom area. It's pretty much owning almost everything in the game would be endgame. To the point that you're pretty much just going and grinding for content that's going to exist. Rather than content that already exists. That's pretty much the main point in which you know you're in endgame. If a good majority of your grinding is not to get things that already exist because you already have them all, but are more so geared towards what will eventually exist. Also, if you feel like you have so many gems that you never run out, that's also a pretty good sign that you're probably in endgame. Because once you're in endgame, there's a lot less things you have to spend gems on. Which makes it so you can actually have a growth of gems rather than a decline. Oh, so hello, Bushka, if I didn't already say hi, welcome. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't go for factions, oddly enough. I'm actually really surprised by it. But even if we check achievements, I think there's one for like a really high renown amount. And not that many people have it, surprisingly. Let me double check. I'll go check in the achievement thingy right over here. and do it based on like all of them. I think it's like the second least obtained one of them is based on renown. Yeah, reached 30,000 total underworld renown. Only 0.3% of players. This number always kind of surprises me. Only 0.3% of players on Steam have over 30,000 renown. I find that surprising because there's 20 delves in the game. And if you divide that out, that's what, 1,500 each, right? Pretty sure that is. What, 300,000 divided by 20? Isn't that 1,500 each? Yeah, it's 1,500 each. Which means not only do you not need to have all of them 500, but that means you don't even need to have any of them pure factions. Yeah, quite a few people still haven't done that yet. Like a lot. When I say quite a few people. Like only 0.3% of people of everyone in the game. It's almost the same amount as people who've gotten 100 medals. Which I find even more surprising that those two numbers are so close to each other. The 100 medal, elite medal thing, as well as the 300,000 renown. I would expect it to be at least like a triple or a quad gap between the two, if not larger. But yeah, it always surprises me a lot that there's only 0.3% or so with 30,000 plus renown. I think my Switch account, well, actually no, my Switch account didn't really bother with any delves. No, it would have been in the category of like almost 0. Because I didn't really bother getting around to it. It's not something you worry about until endgame for the most part, which I think is one of the main reasons why it's so low. Because you don't really start worrying about it till way, way later in the game. It's like one of the last priorities as far as upgrading stuff that you worry about. You still do them daily for their loot normally. But as far as like actually getting them to high renown, you don't really bother until later in the game, normally. Because you can get all the rewards from them other than the pets. Simply by just playing them at low level. The pets are pretty much the only exclusive thing. That and all the extra renown stuff, like the extra stats. But other than the stats and the pets, you get every other piece of loot. Even if you just camp at level 20. And never bother going further. Now I guess you technically lose out on some ingots. However, of course, you do eventually reach the point where you don't need them anymore. Which is actually where this account is as well. Where literally every ingot we get does absolutely nothing. Because we already have them all maxed. Other than doom weapons, but ingots don't help with that. And obviously Mang I deliberately didn't upgrade. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll probably be wrapping up for tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we are every night. We'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll be messing around, probably start around 10 or so. And we'll be messing around with the invasion event. And other than that, I'll probably do Bug Fable a little bit more in between and do Chapter 3 for that. And once we finish out Chapter 3, that's almost the halfway point of the game. Though I haven't been doing too much side stuff yet. Which unlock more as we go through the game. 80% of your kingdoms are pet blocked. Yeah, that can happen a lot through factions. Because factions give a good majority of the pets that you need to go and get beyond that level. I think it's level 14, if I'm not mistaken, you end up needing the pet for. The double pet, level 20. Forget the exact level, but yeah, it is locked by high renown. It's indirectly locked by renown. It doesn't actually say that you need to have a pure faction. However, the way that the game is set up to have 2 level 20 pets, for many kingdoms, you do actually have to like get a pure faction 500 for a kingdom in order to have enough points to be able to cover it. Otherwise, you won't have the second pet in many situations, because many kingdoms only have 2 pets, one random pet and then the pet that is for having high renown. But anyways, guys, we're gonna be heading out for now. We'll go get level 100 tomorrow night. And that'll be our big milestone for tomorrow night then. Oh, I didn't even claim my own redeem code there. There we go. Get our loot. But anyways, guys, thank you all for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I will catch you guys very soon. And yeah, we'll be back in about 13 hours from now for some more Gems of War. And at that point, we'll do all of Invasions. And, well, not all of Invasions, but, you know, we'll do Invasions until we run out of sigils. We'll buy up to, like, tier 4 and just, yeah, do them all up. And the reason for tier 4 is we do get a new weapon. We will be getting a Daemon boost weapon. And if you spend, I believe, 500 gems, you end up getting it. So we will be getting that. And then just using all of our sigils, getting the event done. And then our guild will carry us to full completion once we get to about Saturday or Sunday. And we'll be good to go. That'll be by tier 4 just to get the weapon. You can also get it through Soulforge, of course, but probably just better doing it for gems so you can use the crafting material for other things. But anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll catch you guys soon.